not just really against the clock, but against your fellow competitors as well. Because if I don't need to really push too hard just to take an event, maybe top 3, well, then I'm going to set myself up well going into day 2.
Exactly. And you need to think about the long run in this competition as well. You can't just go out there, lay it all on the line today, and then be gone. So these athletes need to think about heats that came before. They need to think about the current heat, and they need to think about what am I like as an athlete, because you can't just disregard that. That will get you in trouble.
12 rope climbs at 15 feet waiting for these athletes.
I'm very happy in lane number 9 as well to see Lucas Högberg on the rope climbs. He actually gets one jump and then just reaches for it right now. That's going to save him time. We talked about it before. Time on the rope is what you don't want.
Approaching the 2-minute mark. Lucas, being one of the taller athletes, will play to his advantage. Playing to your advantage and taking advantage of that are obviously two different things. Time to beat was set Phil Hesketh, 8:09.8, and just behind them was Will Kane, 8:10. So your top 2 times are right next to each other.
Exactly, and they were in the lanes next to each other, pacing off of each other all the way through. We were slightly more spread out. I mean, you've got this is a fantastic heat, but you've got some athletes further down the road like Björgvin Carl Gudmundsson. He's always a good athlete, and you know he's going to be able to handle his body weight on the rope as well.
Jonne Koski, your event 1 winner and event record holder for Randy, has 2 more rope climbs to go.
Lucas Högberg's got 3 by the looks of it. Jason Smith has got 3. Fredrik Egidius has another 3. So it's still really anybody's game. And as we say that, Stefano Migliorini makes it back to the thrusters. The Italian athlete who's been a part of this game for 3 years.
Stefano, he was right around the split time set by Aaron Hanna, that 2:55 mark. So he's on pace, but it's that middle round. If you know anything about CrossFit events, especially in a rep scheme, your 21:15.9 traditional, it's that middle round that really makes or breaks these guys. And the event record he's chasing, currently on pace 4, was set Aaron Hanna in the Atlantic region in week 1 at 7 minutes, 17.2 seconds. Now his middle split, 2:38. So 15 rope climbs, or 15 thrusters, 9 rope climbs, 2 minutes and 38 seconds. So he's coming off the rig right around 5:33. So as Jonne Koski goes to join our leaders, we'll see where that time split is about a minute and a half from now.
And Jonne Koski is just always, he's a solid athlete. I mean, look at it right there. He's not too stressed, kind of releases himself off the rope, controls his fall, breaks it right before the ground to get that, to get a good rep.
And to mention the fact, I'll say the kid, he's 20 years old.
Yep.
And something we haven't seen on the men's side in the European or Africa regional is your stable, consistent, perhaps dominant athlete like we've seen on the women's side, right? You know, Annie Thorisdottir, Sam Briggs for a time were your top 2 kind of hard rocks. We see it in, you know, NorCal, Jace Khalipa. You know, now Dan Bailey has moved and filled that role. Jonne Koski could be that first guy maybe to kind of bring everybody up to speed as far as a dominant athlete.
Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised to see that. I mean, he's got some great sparring in his box. I think he's got the right mindset. He's not stressing into it. He's just taking it as it comes, which is exactly what you want to see out of a young athlete like that, making sure he doesn't break.
Past the 5-minute mark, and we're looking to see if anybody can get off that time split close to the event record, which is 5 minutes and 33 seconds. So the upper left hand of your screen, that is the time so far in this event.
And Lucas Högberg is on it. It's got 3 reps to go. It looks like in lane number 9, and Stefano Migliorini, who was the first one back to his thrusters, looks like he's got 1 more rope climb to go. And what's really interesting to see is Jonne Koski's got 1 as well. What's interesting to see is once you get to the second round of rope climbs, you're starting to get fatigued. Your grip's starting to get fatigued. Your focus is starting to fade just a little bit.
Jonne Koski is the first off the rig. He's off event record pace, but well ahead of the pace set by Phil Hesketh. And Jonne coming in, he wasn't looking forward to this particular event. He said this was going to be one of his weaker ones.
Exactly, and if this is how he handles his weaker points, I think we're in for a treat this weekend.
Just past the 6-minute mark, 9 thrusters and then 6 rope climbs left for Jonne Koski as he has pulled himself into the lead of this 4th and final heat of individual men's event number 2.
So Jonne Koski always looking strong. So Stefano Migliorini, who was the first one to come to the rope climbs after the thrusters, is right after Jonne Koski now as well, but he's being joined by Björkvin Carl Gudmundsson. Björkvin, another one of these younger athletes. I mean, he went to the games last year. He represented Europe and in the invitationals, gotten a bunch of experience under the belt as well. It looks good for Europe in the future.
Approaching the 7-minute mark. Jonne Koski with 3 climbs left, starting to look at the best time we've seen, 8:09. And if Koski can keep this pace with just 2 more rope climbs to go, Aaron Hanna's event record will stand for another regional. We have 2 more later this afternoon. But Aaron Hanna, what a performance. But this kid, Jonne Koski, 1 rep to go.
Stefano Migliorini has another 3. Björkvin also looks like he's got 3 to go.
And with a tap at the top of the rig, Jonne Koski, you can take your time, brother, because you are going to take the best time for men's individual event number 2 and mark that